Okay, so if you've ever worked on a coding project with a team, you know that feeling, right? That little bit of dread when your code crashes right into someone else's. Well, in this explainer, we're going to dive headfirst into these code collisions and, more importantly, how an automated safety net can be your absolute best friend.
So what really happens when two developers' code collides? It's a question every single developer faces, whether it's your first day or your 10th year. The result can feel messy, it can feel confusing, but I promise you, it doesn't have to be.
In fact, our goal here is super simple. We want to turn that Git confusion you might be feeling into genuine confidence. We're going to take you from being someone who kind of fears the merge to someone who absolutely masters it.
All right, let's dive right into the first major hurdle for pretty much any team project, decoding that dreaded merge conflict.
To make this all feel real, let's meet our two developers, Alex and Blair. They're both working on the same project, but they've got different tasks. Alex's job is to add a cool new title. Blair's job is to add a concluding message. Seems easy enough, right? Well, here is exactly why a problem is about to pop up. Alex is adding a title. Blair is adding a conclusion. But here's the critical part. You can see it right there. They both have to edit the exact same file, app/main.py. The stage is officially set for a collision. So Alex merges their changes, and everything's fine. But then, a little while later, when Blair tries to merge their branch, bam, you get a code collision. Now, this is what we call a merge conflict, and while it looks super dramatic, it's a totally normal, everyday part of working together on code. And this brings us to a fundamental truth about how all this works. When two developers change the same lines of code, Git has to stop and say, hey, I need a human here to decide which version is the right one. The system is brilliant, but it's not a mind reader. It has no idea if the title should come before the conclusion. It needs you, the developer, to make that final call. So how do you fix it? First, you pull the latest version of the main branch into your own branch. That brings the conflict right onto your local machine where it's safe to work on. From there, it's really just 3 key steps. 1, Git will literally flag the exact sections of code that are fighting with each other. 2, you get to choose. This is the human part. Do you keep Alex's code, Blair's code, or maybe a mix of both? And 3, you commit. You save your decision, you commit the change, and boom, you are clear to finish the merge. That's it.
Okay, so fixing merge conflicts is one thing, but they are not the only ghost in the machine. Let's talk about something a little more subtle, and honestly, sometimes a lot more dangerous, the silent bug we call a regression.
So what in the world is a regression? Put simply, it's when a new change you make accidentally breaks a feature that was already working perfectly fine. It's a completely unintentional side effect, a silent little bug that can sneak into your code without you even realizing it. And that begs a really important question. How do we possibly catch these silent bugs before they get out into the wild and start causing problems for users? I mean, manually testing every single feature after every single code change is just, it's not going to happen. It's completely unrealistic. There has to be a better way. And thankfully, there is. The solution is your automated safety net, a practice known as continuous integration, or CI for short. The whole idea is that everyone's work gets merged into a shared main branch multiple times a day. This practice is like having a powerful automated guard standing watch over your code 24/7, protecting it from those sneaky regressions. The real power of a CI pipeline is its beautiful simplicity. When you submit your code, a whole bunch of automated tests just run. If any of those tests fail, you get a big red X. The merge is automatically blocked, no questions asked. But if everything passes, you get that beautiful green check and you're clear to merge. It's a simple, clear, go or no-go decision. So yeah, your CI pipeline really is your safety net. The key is to learn to trust that red X. A failed check isn't you failing as a developer, it's the system succeeding perfectly at its job. It's there to catch a problem before it ever becomes a crisis. Okay, we've covered a lot of ground here, from handling merge conflicts by hand to using these awesome automated safety nets. Let's wrap it all up with a clear playbook you can use every single day. The trick is just to build these simple habits. For merge conflicts, pull the main branch into your branch often. Seriously, it keeps you up to date and makes any conflicts that do happen way smaller. And try to keep your pull requests small and focused. For CI, just remember, it's your safety net. And when a build fails, don't just hit rerun. Go read the logs. That's where you'll figure out why it failed, and that's where the real learning happens. And that brings us to one final thought to chew on. As all of our tools and our automated safety nets get smarter and smarter, what do you think becomes the most important human skill for a developer? It's definitely something to think about as automation starts to handle more of the busy work, freeing us up to focus on the much bigger picture.